Too much, it's too much, it's too much. Too much, it's too much, it's too much. Too much dying, too much crying.
Alright, what's up, y'all? I heard y'all about the volume. I adjusted it. Alright, no more. Okay, we get it. Okay, I got one on one video, one on the other. I responded to them both. I did 2 videos that day and I adjusted the volume because I could hear myself, it's louder for y'all. Okay, we've addressed it. It is over. Let it die. Jesus Christ. Alright, so we got this 7-Eleven employee got caught stealing thousands with fraudulent Cash App scam. I was interested in this one because I kind of like the whole people getting caught at work because they just be doing stupid shit. Some people might just be going through something, you know what I'm saying? But going through something, losing your livelihood, like what kind of a half and half is that? You know what I'm saying? That's a strange sacrifice to have. It's always gonna be rough, so you gotta figure out how to move better, you know what I'm saying, with good intention, make good choices. Don't get bagged, you know?
This is 29-year-old Cassandra Revel.
29.
On December 2nd, 2023, Palm Beach County sheriffs responded to a call from a 7-Eleven owner in reference to an employee that had been involved in theft. After arriving on scene, deputies learned that Cassandra has been stealing by doing fraudulent refunds to her Cash App when she was alone in the store without customers. Check out how the owner discovered the scam.
Cash App kind of thing. Yes, it's Cash App card. Okay. And then if she loads up a Cash App card and she does not put the money in, I'll be cash short. Okay. I'll know it right away.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. But what she does is she does a refund on gas. Okay. So we will never be able to find out because it will be anything happens in 7-Eleven on gas goes to the credit card shortage. Okay. So it goes to the credit card shortage. I'm like, this is how the system is set up at 7-Eleven. Okay. So we were looking for where's the money is short in the gas. Mm-hmm. We would never focus on the cash up? On the cash load, card load, and all that. Okay. Till last night I was
and you know she was collecting money too, especially if they're in the area where that 7-Eleven probably got the cheapest gas. You know, even like finding the cheapest gas, you still gotta put like at least, from what I'm seeing, like 40 in a tank. You know what I'm saying? She making a hell of an hourly if she getting like 3 people an hour. Good God.
I was short for almost $300. Okay. So I figured out, and I went to my electronic journal, everything that we record. Mm-hmm. So I saw that this is very strange. This never happens. She loads up a card, a Cash App, mm-hmm. and then immediately next transaction is $300 loads up, and then the next transaction is $300 gas refund. Okay. So that actually raised my quiet again. Because since the time she had joined, we used to be very tight. Now we are having variances like swings. You know, crazy, and we don't have no explanation for that. He's the manager, by the way. Oh, okay. He's helping me out with his child. It's supposed to be his day off. So, okay, gotcha. So I went up there and...
Damn, bro, that's a shame. What the fuck is he? What the fuck are those, bro? What's on his feet? I don't know if those is vicious or something to be looked at. Them Jones is lanky, my dude. I wear a size 14, my G. God damn.
It's supposed to be his day off. So. Okay, gotcha.
And then he got coming on his day off with his lanky ass shoes and come and fuck with this because all this shit that's going on. That must be disappointing, bro. God damn, bro. He look mad as shit too. He look like he trying to wreck. Like, bro, I gotta come up here and I gotta be on body cam and I gotta be in front of this camera because of the fact that this shorty is stealing my money.
So I went up there. And
Them Jones is lame.
I can pull up last 3 months here. Okay.
Them Jones lanky.
We went up there and we actually totaled up. And it's the same modus operandi. It's the same kind of card. I think that's the app she has. Okay. And every time she's on the shift, there is no customer. We pull the camera. There is no customer, but she's scanning the card and she goes out with some kind of transaction and then.
Oh shit, that's even worse. Cause then it's no people on the camp. Oh my God, yeah, she's bad. Yeah, that was dumb. I'm not gonna hold you. If not to condone it, because I'm not, but if you were to do something like this, at least make most of it look legitimate. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be going crazy for the 300 and there's no customer when you, I mean, if you going to do something like this and you would like to keep your job, you should play the slow game, not like go big. $300 to a lot of people ain't big. To me, that's I don't give a fuck. It could be $100. It's still big. Money is money. You gotta treat it as such. But like, to go for a 300 woodoo when she could have just held off and like did the 40s, the 20s. You know, every now and then I know a couple dudes come in. Shit, when I'm at my last 10, I throw 10 in the tank. You know what I'm saying?
The next transaction is, for example,
So you got her on camera doing that?
Yeah. So she kept in at 300.
Like $80 if she was on the shift right here. When she was doing a night shift, she's all by herself.
Okay.
There's no customer on the gas register. So $80 she loads up on a reader, whatever the app is. So she loads up around $80 here.
Okay.
And right here, Cassandra.
Okay.
And then she immediately does a refund.
Okay.
I think I put a wrong paper here.
How much
Hey.
money total would you say?
All I total up is $2,250 now.
Yeah.
The one we have the record for.
Last 3 months.
Okay.
Damn.
Yeah. Sometimes she does. So
So you want to get the footage? Yes. And we'll start
and
going.
then, for example, 200 here.
How would I do that? How would I do that?
So 200 here she loads up. 200 gasoline right here. 942, 942.
Okay.
Okay. So there's no customer standing in the front.
The owner explains that Cassandra has been doing fraudulent refunds for gas and then crediting her Cash App account with the refund. He has her on CCTV doing this on at least 15 different occasions.
She's leaving.
Is she here now?
She's supposed to be, yeah, well, she's supposed to come and join us for a shift at 10 o'clock.
10 o'clock? Okay.
But I doubt if she's going to come in because she knows that she messed up.
She
But
might
who
not.
knows? She may not.
She might
Because
not.
she's been doing this habitually, and she's a professional, looks like.
The owner and deputies discuss a plan to confront Cassandra when she arrives for her shift at 10 o'clock.
How you doing?
Very well.
Cranking in that jump.
Was there an issue with the gas?
No, I didn't have an issue with that.
Nothing happened with the gas?
No, a guy came in and he was going to get gas.
Before you, sorry y'all, made me just jump from above. What before she continues whatever she about to say, she should realize that she's done this multiple times. So if you about to say a guy, then that accounts for one of those many transactions of the $22.50 within the 3-month period.
And I had cash, and then he just paid with his card.
Okay.
Other than that, I didn't have an issue.
Nothing, right? Machine all was fine, everything was fine, right? Everything was great, right?
Yeah, that I know.
So I am almost $300 short last night.
How much?
$300.
What?
I don't know. You were working last night, right?
I worked yesterday.
Yesterday morning, right? I'm talking about morning shift. So anything with the car load, anything that happened? You remember? Nothing?
So I'm going to talk to you, or I'm just going to read you these real quick. I'm going to need you to tell me verbally if you understand them or not, and then I'm going to ask you a couple questions, all right?
Okay.
Any statement can and will be used against you in the court of law. Do you understand?
Yeah.
Okay.
He ain't waste no time. He pulled out the Miranda rights. She bad.
Now, the reason I read you is because we're doing an investigation on behalf of 7-Eleven. So they feel something happened between what he was just asking you about. So now I'm going to interview you, and I'm going to see if you're willing to talk to me, of course, about it. You want to talk to me, knowing these rights?
I don't have nothing to say.
Okay,
We're
so
going to have to ask you some questions.
we're going to have to
Okay.
ask you questions,
You
and you
want
guys,
to talk
are you
and
willing
answer
to answer those questions without a lawyer, or you want to?
I'm willing to answer.
Okay. All right. So basically,
Yeah, that's the look.
like you were saying, there's some money missing, some transactions that was going on while you're on shift. All right. So can you elaborate on?
I ain't gonna lie, every time she look over to the side, that shit bring me nostalgia from when I used to do shit and then my mother would know I'd be lying, or like a teacher had already called her ahead of time or some shit like that. When I knew I was right, my look was different. It was more direct. Like, nah, I know I ain't do this, that, and the third. But when I was lying, boy, that little glare to the side, that little can't keep eye contact, ooh, that shit'll get you bagged every time. She bagged. She could.
What's going on with that, with those transactions that he was talking about?
Mimi, come on, bro. You done did everything possible just now.
Shift. All right. So can you elaborate on that? What's going on with that, with those transactions that he was talking about?
Well, I'm not sure. Like I said, it wasn't nothing that really too much happened. Like, I've been gone for a while, so coming back, it was like only mistake that what is it?
No, go ahead.
Only mistake that I can think of is, you know, like when we ring up stuff and you hit cash out, then you have to redo it, like refund it or whatever the case is. But other than that, I didn't have no issues yesterday. Like, don't get me wrong, I forgot like how to do the gas thing, but even still with that, it wasn't, the lady that was here, she helped me, but it wasn't nothing big.
Okay, so explain to me how that works a little bit, the gas situation. Like, so a customer comes in and they say they want to put whatever amount of money for gas, correct? And then how does that work on your side?
Well, when they come in and get gas, like we ring it up, we hit gas sales. Sometimes moving fast and stuff like that. You know, you can either cash it out or however it go, but you also got to make sure you do it on the other side of the computer. But like I said, I didn't have no issues to where nothing came about as if it was needed. So I'm not sure.
Okay. Okay, so when I was talking to Mr. The owner,
Come on, dude.
he was telling me that he has video footage, all right, of you trying to do a transaction for gas, but there is no customers at the counter.
Cook.
At
Look,
those times.
look away, yeah.
Now I know
Cause she keep doing that cause she trying to analyze for a lie. She gotta think of the next one coming back up. Like this, when you rapid fire questions at somebody, if they know you know you wrong, mama, stop it. Come on, bro, just come on. We ain't gotta do all this. They literally brought the authorities. We already see that they did. Manager cuz already sent, or baby manager or whatever he is, already seemed like he disappointed the dude who seemed like he was of Asian descent. He ain't say shit. He not for none of that. But the dude who seems to be like the guy who probably manages the store or manages the money or whatever, he looked like he was bummed out, bruh. Just come on now. Come on. This video is too long for no reason.
I did go in, like if it's money left on the thing, we clear it out. We hit before we close down, we hit the thing, we close it out, we come back to the register, we refund it, we put it in a brown bag. But I don't see where I went to the gas.
Good.
I don't know where I went to the gas and it wasn't a customer in front of me, if that makes sense.
They got you on camera.
I'm not.
So like, you saying he showed video footage of me going to the...
Yeah, like you're in the cash register, like doing a transaction for gas, but then you cancel it out right away. But then there's money missing. Like he was saying, he was missing $300. So how does...
Like I said, I'm not sure because I didn't have no issues really too much yesterday with anything. Like I had that one incident, but not to where it had anything.
Now, if he says in a 3-month period, $22.50 been missing, and all of it's in relation to you being on the register, now what?
Anything to do with gas or anything like that. Somebody did come in and pay, and then I made a mistake and hit cash, but I redid it to where he paid with his card, and then I remembered to refund it. But other than that,
I just been peeping him a little bit. He look pissed off. He ready to go. He ready to get the fuck out of there. He already knows he knows she lying. He knows she lying.
I don't recall, messing up or doing anything to where it would be $300 short.
Okay.
You being truthful?
I am.
You are being truthful?
I am.
You scanned it.
She what? So
You
she
just
scanned.
scanned it.
She
You
scanned what?
The app.
The app.
Yeah.
About to say, he got her on video. She's cooked.
Scanned.
The phone.
Oh, her phone.
Catch her phone.
Okay.
Cash App.
So her phone has a cash app.
That's the phone right there.
Okay. And she uses that scanner to scan the app and transfer money from.
No, she just load up the Cash App without putting the cash in the cash register. Does that make sense? So I'll tell you one thing. You have a Cash App.
He's saying, okay, y'all tell me if I'm getting this wrong, but I do know when you go to certain stores with Cash App cards or like debit cards or like a Chime or something like that, you can go and you load the cash into the card there. So if that's what she's doing, then it does make sense. Then she's just constantly doing that particular move. I would say that's crafty, but it's not. It's very stupid. Of course, establishment is gonna have a camera above their fucking register. That's where the majority of shit is, you know. So it's not. It's not. You know the camera right there. So any strange move, and then there's no customer there. So like all of it just looks. It looks bad. All of it looks bad.
Yeah. Come to me. Hey, I need.
They got my favorite ice cream.
On my Cash App.
What's your favorite ice cream, bro? I think mine down here somewhere. It's the Ben & Jerry's strawberry cheesecake with the graham cracker piece. Good Lord, that's my shit.
So I said, okay, let me have the cash. I'll take $200 from you. I'll scan the barcode.
Okay.
And it loads it and you put it in the register.
The money gets loaded up through the computer system. And so you don't have to carry the cash. It's like you can use it anywhere you want to use it.
Mm-hmm. Cash equivalent.
That's what it is. It's like almost like a loading up the card.
How much total was it?
And all the transactions since I did it from around $2,215.
That's what you're short?
That's
short that much money?
That's what she did.
Your supply of footage has.
Hey y'all, real quick plot twist. What if he did all this and she got burned for it? Just saying.
You at the cash register by yourself, scanning. Is it a phone? Because I'm trying to figure this out.
Yes.
Scanning your phone.
No, I didn't scan my phone. Like, don't get me wrong. Sometimes I put in a number so that we have more rewards, but I didn't scan my phone.
The video shows you doing it.
I have 15 videos showing you doing it. And then next transaction, you cancel the gas. So that makes no sense. I've never seen this happening. Obviously, I'm losing money every time you do that.
But is it?
Yeah, you can show me the video.
I have the videos, I have the reports from 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven reported that to me too. They're losing money left and right. Otherwise, I would never.
You call it.
Just find out. It'll be easier for us if you can just let me know, and we'll go our way. But tell me what's going on. I mean, we don't want to make it for longer.
You do realize that, like, you're gonna lose the job. So that's already step one. You're gonna lose the job, and then however they see it, they can see it as embezzlement, misuse of funds. But I don't know too much about those portions of the law. I know what I need to know to keep myself alive. It doesn't, like, it's no point in lying at this point. You're bagged. You're bagged. You can prolong it, but they already brought the feds. They already went to the 7-Eleven business youngins and the youngins who been looking at shit, and they be flagging shit like, y'all shit look a little low tonight. Bing, now you're bagged. That shit looking low tonight too. Bing, you're bagged. Like, come on, bro. Cut out.
Yesterday, I didn't do anything as far as I didn't do anything yesterday.
You on video, man.
Like I said, I cleared out the gas. I cleared out to where, like you said, we go to the thing and clear it out and come back. But other than that,
hey, that body cam angle is demonic. Hey. That is such a violation, bro. Who the fuck transitioned to this body cam? We was at this cuz body cam for the longest. We didn't even interact with two other people. We didn't know it was two other officers in that job. I knew it was this cuz and the other cuz with the beard and the raging bitch face that looked mad as shit. This is demonic to change to this body cam right as she rubbing on her stomach, bro. That's violating.
no, I didn't do anything yesterday.
No, she's with the little one.
I loaded money to cash out one time before I have. But other than that, I have not.
You loaded money to see. I'm just trying.
Like I personally loaded money
get,
to cash
I
out.
don't get it either.
Okay, so
You loaded
what you mean
cash out.
you loaded money to cash out?
Like if I needed, like being that it's just like me here or whatever, I have once loaded money to my like.
Did you
to
steal
cash
any
out.
money from the 7-Eleven?
No.
So if you're loading up the cash in the cash app, did you put the money in the register?
Yes.
Why will you do that? Because I'm short here. My question is,
That should have been a rule with them, because every place where I've worked at a register, that has been a rule. You do not do your own transactions. That shit is not allowed. It's frowned upon, however you want to say it. That's not a good look. That's not a good look at all. That has always been a rule. You don't never, especially when you behind the register, you dealing with other people money and shit, you don't never do that shit.
employees don't load up their own cash app.
Correct.
So why are you doing it?
That's the reason why you're doing it. Why were you doing
I mean, I did it that time because I needed the money, but other than that, that was it.
So you needed the money, but you didn't put. So you didn't have the money, then you loaded up. But you never informed me, did you?
No.
Okay. And I wish you have told me I would have helped you out. So how much money was that?
It was $200.
Did you take the $200?
I loaded it to the cash app.
So it's like digital currency to the cash app. Instead of taking the money, the actual money, she loaded it to her phone.
That is correct.
Okay.
Because she needed it times and times.
Yeah.
You know, so
Okay.
But yesterday I did not load any money to cash app.
What day was that you actually loaded the?
I'm
You
not
gotta
sure.
check the log, yeah.
I'm not sure what year it was.
a month ago, 2 months ago, was I was here last week.
It was probably last month.
Sorry,
I'm pretty. It was probably last month, but it wasn't.
last month, beginning of the month.
I'm not sure. It probably was the beginning.
So you loaded up because you need.
He knows she lying. He been knew he was lying. I mean, everybody knows at this point. We all done fucking came to the conclusion. Big ups on dude, bro. Big ups on fucking manager man, bro. He talking about something. If you needed it, I would have helped you out. I don't know what their relationship is like. I mean, it's burned now, but before, now I wonder how she was as a person who wasn't doing no crazy stuff with the register, like how their relationship was. Because he probably noticed she was a pregnant lady. You know, we don't know how long she worked there. That's good on him, bro.
Needed the money. You didn't inform anybody else. And that's it, right?
That's it.
The one time.
Yes.
What video was that from that you showed us?
What day was that? The video.
We went
Can you
back.
pull that video up for me?
What shift was that? Morning or evening? What was that when you left it?
I'm not sure.
You know, I have always liked you, okay? And I've always said, if you
Right.
have told me, I would have said, okay, fine, no problem. When your paycheck comes, you can give it back to me. I will always help you out, right?
Right.
I got you gifts when I went to this India and just came back. I have gifts for you, for all my staff. So I just want to know, if you really need the money, why will you not tell anybody? I have Alex here, I have myself here. Is it? Let me ask you one more time. Is this the only time you did? Or
Yes, that's the only time.
I'm not going to ask you again.
Okay, that's fine.
This is the only time
That's,
you did it.
yes,
You know,
it is.
How much money was it?
$200. That's what I asked for her.
He fucked that up. He did that on purpose. He was trying to get her to roll. He was trying to get her to mess up her answer. He got his little crafty ways about him. Because at first the asking if she being truthful plays along the emotions. If she has them, you know, she has sentiment in that bubble. Same thing with the manager. Manager's doing an amazing job in terms of questioning right now. She preyed upon his kindness. He seems like a really genuine guy, like an overall, like, I mean, he's doing okay for himself, or he's doing well for himself, so he doesn't mind giving that to his folks. And he just seems like a kind of dude. And it's a shame, because, you know, somebody else could have been working there and probably would have had a rough time, and he probably would have been a really helpful source for that person.
This was the thing from yesterday, buddy.
Yeah, so that's the yesterday's cam.
That's you, correct?
There's no customer, by the way. You can zoom out if you want to see.
Okay, there's no customer. So what are you doing there?
That's probably when I added the number.
There's no number.
Yes, when you type in a rewards
There's no
number.
customer.
I know that, but I'm saying when you do the rewards number and you lean over and you hit yes to sign in the number. So
Correct.
you know how we put in the rewards?
So
But there's no customer to
you're
get
not ringing
rewards.
up anybody.
Right, but I'm activating the number.
Why though?
Because they tell us not to use our own phone numbers. So through free time or
But
when it's not really.
when the customer comes, that's what you do. This is 1046. Okay. You loaded up a card for 1046 at $300.
So is
Cook.
there any reason why she should be touching that cash register without a customer present?
There's no need.
Cook.
Like even if you go to the gas and when we
Cook.
clear it out and come back, we refund it and put it
This
in
is
the
not
bag.
refunding.
Cook.
Right,
There's
but at the
nobody.
same time-
There's nobody to refund. There's nothing to do involving the cash register. You touching stuff and messing with stuff for no reason. You're Cook, mother.
When I personally, when we don't have, when you're doing the rewards number, you tell us
Shame.
to stop using our phone numbers because they record it.
You're talking two different things.
Ma'am.
I'm talking about no. So
No, I know.
Listen,
again, I'm telling you, if you tell us the truth,
listen,
we go our
listen to
way.
me.
Wait.
I need you to be honest with us, okay? Because if you're not honest, I'm going to pull all the footage and we're going to get detectives involved, and it's going to. You need to be honest. What were you doing in this picture?
A video.
The video. Why were you
I
touching the
was-
screen?
I was refunding gas and loading on Cash App.
I don't feel like you're being honest with me.
I'm being honest. I refunded the gas.
Okay.
After I refunded the gas, I activated a number and I did load a Cash App.
You loaded a cash app.
Yes.
Where is the person? Where is the person? That's what everybody trying to figure out. You still talking about you loaded a card. Whose card did you load? With what money? At what point was there a person to load the card? That's, you know what I'm saying? You that getting caught in the child, like I used to say, like getting caught in childish lies, but then I realized like you getting caught in a lie. Like when you're caught, you're caught. It just don't make sense. It don't make sense. There's no point in lying, bro. Just.
And that's for you personally.
No.
Why'd you load the cash app?
For the money.
For who?
For you personally.
Yes.
Oh, you're okay.
You just say no. Now you
How
say
long has
yeah.
that been going on for?
Just that time and then the last time.
But you just said before it
Which
was
is
one
okay.
time.
Okay. I need you to be honest.
Okay.
How long has this been going on for?
Just last month and then now.
Okay. So this has been going on since last month?
Yes. But I only done it twice. Well, 3 times.
Okay.
You just said you went from one bag. Yeah, look. You went from in the beginning. I didn't do it at all. I did it one time. Then in the same 2 minutes, in the same span right here, she went from 1 time to 2 times, and now she just said she been doing it for 2 months and did it 3 times. Bag.
I'm not sure. It was last month as well.
So 7-Eleven is involved in this.
What's that?
7-Eleven is involved in this. So that's why I'm telling you, please
I understand.
tell us the whole thing and we move
I
on.
understand.
Load up, you have too much weight on your shoulder, just let us know, we'll go from there. So, how many times? An idea.
3.
Come on.
3 times?
3 times.
How much money?
2, and then the 3.
So
700.
700.
They still miscounting a good grand something. Like good grand 3, mama. Come on, man.
And you're missing how much?
22.15. Y'all know my max wasn't gonna be my aim.
Times.
No.
You want me to show you? Mama, I have cameras. You want me to show you? 300 loaded. It has 300. This is just yesterday.
Alright. Give me a second. Oh, gosh. Can we talk to you, sir, outside? Or can we talk to you out here? With me? Yeah.
After a quick discussion, Cassandra is placed under arrest.
Of
Put him in
course.
the front. She's pregnant. Put him in the front. Yeah, we're gonna get you all your stuff. Did you get dropped off here? You have anything on you now, dear?
No.
Is your earrings?
Okay.
Regular 30 or 50?
Yeah. 30. Alright. Come with me.
Cassandra Revel was charged with felony grand theft.
Oh, that's what it is. No, look at how they ended the video. That's so petty. That's so petty. I thought it was gonna be more to it. Body cam goat. Appreciate you. I don't know. Video's pretty bony. I think we like ones with more action. We like crazy shit. I'm gonna find y'all one. We're gonna get into it. But for the moment, appreciate y'all. Y'all, and for the 3 people who told me about the volume, thank you. Appreciate it. Hopefully this one should be loud enough. I'd also reposition the mic a little bit higher so it's more like face level. Should be good. Yeah, I got y'all on the next one. It's gonna be more exciting, bro. I gotta find one though. I gotta find like a, I don't know. Y'all gotta give me like something that y'all enjoy, just something that y'all want. I tell y'all all the time, like, comment, subscribe, share. But I'm about to add one, which is y'all better tell me what the fuck y'all want. Okay, tell me what y'all want. Somebody sent me a ghost story jump like a month and a half ago. I did that jump. That was the Hanukkah baby. That jump was cool. We gotta keep going. Other than that, y'all be easy. I'm gonna see y'all on the next one. I'm also trying to build up a little schedule, so I'm trying to do, I feel like 10 might be intense, but might not be too bad, just depending on what I find. But give me time, I got y'all.
Too much, it's too much, it's too much. Too much, it's too much, it's too much. Too much dying, too much